Imagine this for a second. It's 2026, and Land Rover is gearing up to drop some of its most exciting models in years. And honestly, if you're a fan of the brand, this is one of those moments where you can feel the shift happening. The lineup is evolving, not just with small updates, but with big moves toward electric and hybrid technology, while keeping everything that makes a Range Rover feel like a Range Rover. Today, let's talk about what's coming, what's changing, and why 2026 might be one of the strongest years Land Rover has had in a long time. Right away, the star of the show has to be the upcoming fully electric Range Rover. This thing looks like the future without losing its heritage. When you first see it, the design is super clean, minimal, and bold in a quiet way. The edges are smoother, the front grille has that sealed-off EV look, and the headlights have been refined into slim, sharp, modern shapes. But even with all those futuristic touches, you still look at it and instantly recognize the familiar Range Rover silhouette. That's the balance Land Rover seems to be aiming for: evolution without losing identity. Performance is where things get really interesting. The electric Range Rover is expected to come with a powerful dual-motor setup, giving it instant torque and the kind of acceleration you don't normally associate with a full-size luxury SUV. We're talking quick, smooth, almost silent power delivery. And for anyone worried about range, Land Rover is packing a big battery with fast charging capability. You won't need to sit around waiting forever. The plug-in hybrid models coming for 2026 are also getting a serious boost, with better electric-only range, smoother engine transitions, and a quieter drive overall. Basically, whether you go hybrid or full electric, the ride is going to feel more refined than ever. Even with all the tech upgrades, Land Rover hasn't forgotten about off-road capability. This is the part that makes the new lineup really shine. Electric motors actually improve off-road performance because the torque is instant and precise. The terrain response systems are getting smarter, the suspension setups are more adaptive, and the traction control is more responsive than ever. And thanks to fewer mechanical components, the electric models have improved water wading potential. Imagine crawling over rocks or gliding through mud almost silently. That mix of power and peace is something only EV off-roading can give. The interior for the 2026 models is going even more upscale. Land Rover is leaning heavily into luxury, but with a modern, sustainable twist. You'll see new recycled materials, refined eco-friendly leathers, and beautifully finished trims that still feel premium. The screens blend more naturally into the dashboard now. The interface is cleaner, and everything feels more calming. The seats look thicker, softer, and more sculpted, and the ambient lighting hits this perfect balance between elegant and futuristic. Even the back seats feel like a first-class lounge. Everything inside is designed to give you that signature Range Rover calmness, but with a fresher, more modern energy. Models like the 2026 Velar are also getting major updates. The Velar has always been the stylish member of the family, and the new generation pushes that even further. The proportions are sleeker, the body lines are cleaner, and the EV version sits on a platform designed from the ground up for electric driving. It looks almost like a concept car brought to real life. With improved battery tech and fast charging capability, the Velar EV is shaping up to be a strong competitor in the premium electric crossover market. If you want something modern, minimal, and extremely good-looking, the 2026 Velar is definitely one to watch. Of course, all this new tech and design comes with luxury-level pricing. Land Rover has never aimed to be budget-friendly, and 2026 is no different. Expect the fully electric Range Rover to start on the higher end of the segment, especially with the upgraded motors and battery systems. The hybrid models and smaller EVs like the Velar will be more accessible, but still firmly in the premium range. The good news is that you're getting a lot for that price, a blend of tech, comfort, performance, and craftsmanship that's hard to match. What's cool is how these 2026 models compare to older generations. Think back to those classic, boxy Range Rovers. Strong, rugged, mechanical giants. Then the brand shifted into more rounded, more luxurious shapes. Now, with electrification, it feels like the next chapter. The design is more streamlined, the experience more high-tech, and the performance cleaner, but the soul is still there. You still get that feeling of floating above the road, surrounded by luxury, with the confidence to drive through anything. The difference now is that everything feels more refined, more modern, and more intentional.